versus Cassidy. They both hit me up. Like, yo, is this, because we announced the whole card, we just announced the main event. They both hit me up like, yo, what's going on with that card? Like, is there openings on that card? And my mind went to bullpen, because John is my nigga. John don't even know this right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my first time saying this. Now, one of my first thoughts was big moment for bullpen, and John is my nigga. I can possibly do this Ace and Show-Off battle that's been in the air. You know what I'm saying?
That's still something I want to see too.
You see a reaction. I think the whole culture may have did what you just did. But I thought about the card. Now when Snake hits me up, I could have did the Snake and Head Ice battle for this. Again. That
was because that's been brewing, and there's been
yes. But I'm also paying attention to the fact that business wise, this person will be promoted on 2 cards at the same time. One of these cards might be slighted, whether it's the actual material or the actual promotion or both. Then on top of that, John and Bull, that's my niggas over there. Like, that's the main event and somebody from the co-main event. And I'm going to pull them and put them in this Max Out promotion, which is huge, and is about to blanket battle rap and goes trending and all that shit nationwide. Nah. So I'm just trying to say, like, how I move. And I will never change to some of the tactics that you see in this culture. You know what I'm saying? And I think even that some of that might be used against us. But when our legacy is signed and sealed, and we say, thank you, battle rap culture, for all your support, and now all you're going to see is me as a blogger, no more league owner, I think they'll love us for shit like that. They will never forget how we treated the culture and how we moved through it.
Now, last thing, I believe yesterday you were talking to Knowledge, wrapping up the face-offs.
Yeah.
There is an ARP blog that is on the way.
Oh, 1,000. I hate that. I hate what you just said. I hate people think I wanna have fun with you, but at the same time and laugh with you about it. But at the same time, I want to make sure people think or know that I'm serious.
Go ahead. No.
Like the whole ARP blog or I get the memes or the knuckle rubs and all of that is on the way and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? First of all, no, it's just an instinctual thing when I'm blogging. I don't get a kick out of that shit. I don't get a kick out of it. Every blog you see on a channel that people give me that type of reputation for, or like, oh shit, Ether, or whatever, just go do your homework. They're all there. They're not taken down. They're all a response. None of them are initiations. Okay? If you see a Daylight blog, it's in response to Daylight's lives and blogs saying the things that he's saying. Shout out to my nigga Daylight. We was texting yesterday. People think that there's a problem with me and Daylight. Me and Daylight go back and forth on text messages, bothering each other, trolling each other once a week, damn near. Literally, we was texting yesterday, like last night.
But we were talking to Daylight last night about the card. He was watching. And
Daylight is my fucking guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people can try to spin that narrative if they want. It's not gonna work. I'll end up doing my next blog with Daylight. How about that?
There you, I love it.
Like, but if you see it, I want to make sure that people don't take that as a shot. You see a Daylight blog, you see a post blog about the Genesis and the Get Back card being on the same day. You see a response to Math when Math did the champion thing about King Los, and then my blog came after, and I was jokingly, I did the Thanos glove and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are always responses.
Right.
Like, if you look at the very last blog that I put out, I know all the details, the facts. My brother has phone calls. I have text messages. I could have put out some wild shit last week. But when I cut my camera on, I dropped that blog, what was it, Thursday or Wednesday, with the trailer for Clone and Big K. All I said was, there was a battler on the card that had a problem or a personal issue. I even said, hopefully that matchup can still happen. Now, in my mind, I know that I don't respect what just happened, but I still even left the door open. I still even left the door open for future business and future rapport. Go look at my blog, it's right there with that announcement trail at the end. I was respectful. I didn't put anything personal out. I didn't damage anybody's reputation. I could have. Maybe I should have. See what I'm saying? And then behind the scenes shit started. Egos flared up. People were upset that they were missing out on this moment now. And then tweets started that was the wrong thing to do. Then I respond. You know, so I don't want to come off like Hitman. Like, when I say it, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens. That's what happens. Like, the whole thing. I know an ARP blog is on the way. All I'm doing is I'm responding, or I'm defending myself, or I'm defending my company. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take offense on nobody. I didn't put out nothing damaging. I didn't say nothing damaging in that blog. You know what I'm saying? But I know why, the attitudes, whatever, and people sometimes see opportunity. I see it all. Trust me, I know human nature. I know how people are. I read certain personality traits. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm able to be successful working with so many different types of people. Because even when somebody has shortcomings, or even when somebody has a reputation for being an asshole in this culture, like dude has a horrible reputation with other leagues, other league owners, other battlers. There was times where it's like people just like, yo, we glad that XYZ is going on with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. Yet the type of person I am, I'm very flexible. I can damn near get along with anybody. That's maybe why you hear my changing between a black voice and a white voice. Clown. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm able to get along with almost anybody. Almost anybody. I'm very adaptive and very flexible. I'm a very down to earth type of person. You know what I'm saying? But you play certain games, and I think these people, they forget the trail that's behind them. They forget the things that they've done and they've said. And if you forget your own shit, it hurts that much more if I'm the one that gotta remind people of what you did, or show people what you lied about. And that's why it comes off like, oh my God, the ARP blog. I don't enjoy that shit. I don't want to do it. I don't want to have to sit down and fucking talk about somebody or address something. I'm not here for that. If I was here for that, I'll be making money blogging about everything controversial.
Right.
On a channel that's now moving towards 300,000 subscribers. You know how much money I could make if every time something happens in the culture, I cut my camera on and I talk about it? You know how much money I can make? Just throw a couple extra $1,000 in my pocket every fucking month because this person just had an argument, that person just had a problem, this is going on in that league, boom, boom, boom. I don't like this person, so let me send an indirect shot at him. You know what I'm saying?
But I think
it's extra money.
But I think it's the fact that we don't get those kind of, you know, blogs from you, that we are always, you know, those the quote unquote ARP blog is well calculated. It's put together. ARP is going to make a point, and he's going to make sure that he gets it across. And that's why we as fans, at least I'll speak for myself, because I mean, I may be a media person, but I'm a fan first. So when I see an ARP blog, I'm like, okay, he has a point that he wants to get across.
Yeah.
What is the point? What's the point? And then I see the title. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's going to be the point that he's going to make across? Because it's not just a random, you know, talking about, you know, what's happened. There's a point. There's a specific reason why ARP is standing in front of this camera with his two monitors behind him, with the two clips behind. He has something to say.
I literally, and I guess sometimes it's not valid if you don't say names, so I'll say some names just so people don't think I'm bullshitting. You got people like Three Letterman. You got people like Vodafly that'll text me or call me. Yo, what's going on? These are people that know our reputation and see how we move. And they're like, I'm not speaking on this until I hear what you gotta say. Because I'm not sure, and I know what y'all are about. Dude could make a great point and make it sound real good because he's a beautiful shit talker. You know what I'm saying? And there's literally bloggers that blog for a living. They don't have that much of an alliance to RBE to say like, oh, I got to hold RBE down. You know what I'm saying? They're unbiased. They do what the fuck they want. But they're like, I understand their reputation. I don't want to be the one to jump out the window either. Like, I don't want to be the one to jump out the window, cut this camera on and say something that ARP is about to contradict. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that dude had his say and had his fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, up there laughing because he feels like he's creating a narrative that people are going to rock with. We'll get to it. Just don't cry when I speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say your piece, don't cry when I say mine. That's all I request.
Fair enough.
That's all I request.
It's like it is like a battle. It's like don't talk while I'm rapping. You know what I mean? Like let me get my rounds off.
And once again, even that term, that analogy applies. But I don't get. Once again, I just need to be clear. I don't get a kick out of this shit.
Fair enough.
I don't get a kick out of this shit. This shit is corny. this shit is not the energy that we want in the culture. It's not good for business. It's not good for future relationships in business. It's not good for networking. I lose money from the situation now. The dude is walking around with a deposit. I'm even gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? He's walking around with a deposit right now. That's my money out of my pocket. You know, there's future battles that we can make money together on. That's thrown away now. There's future situations for him that's thrown away now. I can get a call from somebody and say, yo, can I do this with that person? And now, what do you think? I'm gonna say yes? You know what I mean? So it's like there's so much, it's a domino effect, especially when you incorporate this person's attitude and reputation with a lot of other people and a lot of other league owners. I tend to be a, air quotes, savior for a lot of people that can't get along with other platforms at times, right? Whether I say, you know what, don't worry, I'm not gonna treat you like that. Or whether I say, I don't give a fuck what's going on over there because I got my own ideas over here. You know what I mean? Because dude knows, because he could be on the phone with me talking about this league owner that you're now shouting out. Or you have a problem with this league owner, you could explain why you're not a king of the dot, for example. Right? The same people that you try to use against, they do that all the time. People do that all the time. You know, they'll start cock buffing all of a sudden URL because ARP's name is involved. They think that's a good narrative. Beasley, I'm not Beasley. Smack, I'm not Smack. I'm ARP.
Yep.
None of us are the same. So it's a good attempt to like, oh, well, I'm okay over here. You wasn't telling me that last week, sucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But we'll talk about
There's a lot of things that comes with this culture, but one thing I always love is that people who maintain a high level of transparency. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
With the person that I am talking to, ARP, I feel like is the same person in real life off cameras, and I think that is a big trait that I've learned. Being in media and just being in this culture, that if you have a high level of transparency, the sky is the limit.
I try to be like that, transparent, and the same person off and on camera. I pride myself on it. I 1,000% pride myself on it. So, like, I don't want to meet people, whether it's a fan or somebody that I work with or a peer or anybody. It could just be, doesn't have to be tied to battle rap. I don't want them to come across a video and then in person it's like, yo, he's an asshole over here, but he's professional over there. Or he's down to earth over here and he's in the cloud. None of that. Like, it's the same fucking person. And that sometimes is a gift and a curse. Sometimes that's a gift and a curse because that creates the gray area of at times when I should be all business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my regular personality at times is over catering. My brother hates me for it. He hates me for it. But the same way I might treat a fan is the same way I might treat somebody I've known for 20 years. You know what I mean? And sometimes that works in my favor, and I might get battlers that appreciate some of the things we've done and some of the ways I've treated them, some of the ways I've been towards them and the energy I've given them. And they may just show up on my stage and give me a classic for it. That's some of the reasons why RBE has that type of rapport with O-Red. When people say, when O-Red is on RBE, it's not just the business and the matchups and the money. Sometimes it really is the relationship. Some of that as well. You know what I mean? Like it's a different type of thing. I mean, and I really, really pride myself on it. Then you got other times where, that can come back against me. You know what I mean? So it's like,
it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's a gift and a curse. I don't want to complain when it works in our favor and when I get back the energy that I earned with people. But at the same time, it creates these other situations sometimes too, where I can be your best friend and your savior. I could be somebody that's helping you through your freedom situation. You know what I'm saying? But then over here, I can turn into, public enemy number one, just like that overnight. It's crazy.
ARP, I appreciate the time. I appreciate the knowledge and the gems dropped in this one. This is going to be, this is a big thing for me. I appreciate it. Sign us out real quick and let us know anything that's coming up right now.
Yeah, man, listen, last night was such an epic moment for Rare Breed Entertainment and the battle rap culture. All the fans, all the media, all the bloggers, all the battlers involved. Business first. Go to rarebreedent.com and get your VOD. It's out. There was a lot of moments in that call last night, not just the main event. Pick it apart. Tell us who won, who lost, what rounds you won, your favorite bars of the night. Tweet me at ITSARP. Follow me, same thing on the gram. Let me know your feedback for some of these battles, because this is where we start to enjoy picking them apart now. Mm-hmm. This is why this person won. This is why this person lost.
And that's the fun part for the fans. That's the fun part for the fans.
It's all energy, and that energy could just continue to translate into other battles and other moments. So go to rarebreedent.com. Get your VOD right now for the Max Out event. It really was maxed out in many different metaphorical ways. You know what I'm saying? Continue to follow your boy, please, on all platforms. Stay subscribed and stay in tune with the channel. We got blogs coming. We got content dropping, behind the scenes shit. Avocado New Year Day already dropped the trailer for the event. That's on the channel. Go check that out. Just more to come, man. We working in partial vacay mode, but still working. If that sounds like an oxymoron, it's probably because it is. But yeah, man, stay in tune. It's your boy. I appreciate y'all. Big salute and shout out to Hip Hop Is Real. Thank you for this. This is a great sit down, man. You said you just started interviewing?
Yeah, I had my own podcast before Hip Hop Is Real, and I had done about almost like 95 episodes just interviewing people. Yeah. That's how I got my, work. So when the opportunity came to be a part of Hip Hop Is Real, it was a no-brainer.
You have great interview skills.
Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So stay on your grind, stay consistent. That's one of the key elements to any road to success. Anything you're choosing to do, just stay consistent. Keep learning. I'm doing the same thing. I'm learning every day, every event.
Same.
Every situation I learn. Keep doing the same thing. We're gonna keep building this shit brick by brick.
I'm
more good in Philly than you. Fuck is you talking about? Don't make me don't get on that topic. Don't got St. Louis, nigga. Yeah. The dangerous city in America, nigga.
Clean up. Little bro.
Bro, show.
That's fire. Who did this room? Or who's the artist?
Guy from St. Louis. Yeah, man. Guy from St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Got his tag in about years.
I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true that you guys almost got into a physical altercation. Yeah. Or y'all did?
Yeah, we did. But the thing is,